So I'm Nate Houge, this is Break Bread. We're a bike-based bakery here in St. Paul. We specialize in naturally leavened breads, and in addition to our retail space, how we started and what we continue to do is home-based delivery by bicycle. So people sign up and get a fresh loaf of bread delivered by bike to their home every week. I think that's the power of food to help people both remember who they are and to connect with each other. And so to be a small part of that is like such an incredible honor. I love that I get to say that's part of my job. So we're a CSB, a community-supported bakery. So deliveries leave here around 11:30. Usually the first drop-off starts around noon, but we say 1 just because, you never know. It's about 10 o'clock, and the bread coming out of the oven right now is what will be packaged up and delivered. It's about as fresh as bread can get to you if you're not doing it yourself. You can subscribe for a specific bread, or you can subscribe for just bread. And then we rotate through 6 to 8 different breads, and we just go through those. And then you can also customize your order too. We think about sustainability as not just what allows us to open up tomorrow, but what allows us to open for the tomorrow after tomorrow after tomorrow after tomorrow. And so there's always a matter of balance in that. We use some flour that's commercially available at a lower cost so that we can afford to also buy flour that's grown in Minnesota and milled in Minnesota and used. So it might be $15 for a bag of flour, and it might be $49 for a bag of flour, and those things balance each other out. We want to make the steps towards sustainability, towards closing the gap between the farmer and the miller and the baker and the neighbor. And so we're taking steps towards that. We started with bikes not just for the sustainability, but because that's what we could afford. Bikes are a natural community builder. There's no barrier between you and the person at the stop sign, so you talk to your neighbors. I joke too that even if bikes weren't good for the environment, we'd probably do it anyways because we love bikes. So, so it's also just keeping it joyful and fun. Lots of us use Amazon and online ordering and stuff, and enjoy that convenience, but have a little tinge of guilt every time a box shows up within 2 other boxes and all the packaging that goes with it. And when you see something show up on a bicycle and it's in compostable, recyclable packaging, and you can wave to Adam who delivered it because he lives down the street from you. I mean, that's what you want to see 10 years from now. You want to see bicycles, and you want to see walking, and you want to know your neighbor's name. Sometimes when you're out on a bike, you get honked at or yelled at or whatever. And that happens to us quite a bit because people are saying, "We love your bakery. Hey, we get your bread." Or they wave and be like, "Hey, Nate," or whatever. So you're just connected. So we have lots of folks in the neighborhood that are within walking distance or we're part of their commute in the morning that come in. As far as subscribers, we have kind of 3 delivery areas. So Tuesday we're more up at Highland Park. Wednesdays we're in the West 7th Quarter into Lower Town. And then on Thursdays, we're more Mac Groveland, Union Park, up the hill there. The bikes have worked out really, really well. We haven't had any, had a couple, we had a chain break once. That's a beast. 2 weeks ago, we had 3 flat tires in a week, which we haven't had in forever. So winter, the biggest thing is ice. The weather is cold, but you can dress for it. With our trailers, I'll have it, if I'm delivering, I'll have an extra bin just to adjust layers. So it's a little mini wardrobe in there that I can be oh, I need this jacket or whatever. Part of sustainable is that we don't die. So we can. So anyway, so our priority is always the safety of the rider. And so if it's icy out, we can get around fine on a bike, but a lot of times you'll see cars sliding. And so at that point, we'll move to, I think we've done 5 or 6 deliveries in the last 4 years by car, and they've all been in the interest of rider safety. But it is pretty amazing. I mean, the thousands of loaves of bread that have been delivered by bicycle year-round, it's way more doable than people realize. I think that the way technology is moving and city infrastructure and awareness of how much a city can hold, I think that we're going to see more and more sustainable delivery, and I think we're on the right path of how to do deliveries and move about in the community in a way that supports the well-being of the community.